Hello, this is Group 2 from New INTI. This is our presentation for our group project for IBM2108E ITSM. My name is Wang Ziyan from Group 2, so now I will be presenting our project on IT Service Management or ITSM, with a focus on its implementation in Fiction Finance Sdn Berhad, a fictional mid-sized financial company based in Kuala Lumpur. In this increasingly digitalized world, ITSM is essential for maintaining high quality, reliable services to ensure efficiency. The ITIL framework provides structured practices. And in this project, we focus specifically on two critical stages: release control and validation, RCV, and operational support and analysis, OSA. So Fiction Finance is a financial firm that serves over 50,000 clients and have over 250 employees. They relies heavily on its digital platforms. Despite significant investments in IT infrastructure, the company has struggled with several recurring issues in service management. They've experienced critical incidents such as failed system changes, long resolution times for service issues, and poor communication during outages. These have led to service disruptions, loss of loyal customers, and damage to their brand reputation. So our goal in this project is to analyze these problems, particularly within the RCV and OSA phases of ITIL, and also to propose realistic improvements. So we aim to not only solve their current issues, but also improve their overall service stability and customer trust. So now we will go into the first key area, change management. Change management ensures that changes to IT systems are well planned and cause minimal disruption. So in Fiction Finance, we found several major issues, such as there is no Change Advisory Board, CAB, to assess or approve changes. This means changes are often done without oversight, which increases the risk of system conflicts or failures. There's also no SOP or standard workflow, leading to inconsistency in how changes are made. Furthermore, change types are not categorized. So whether it's a routine update, like a standard change, or a critical emergency patch, like an emergency change, everything is handled the same way. Lastly, end users aren't informed in advance, so unexpected downtime causes frustrations and loss of trust. The impact of these challenges is very significant, from system downtime to service delays to poor coordination between teams and unsatisfied customer. In the worst case, it can directly lead to financial and reputational loss. So to fix this, we recommended a few steps, a few solutions. First, establish a CAB. This is a cross-functional team to properly evaluate changes before they happen. This will reduce risk and ensure smarter decisions. Number two, implementing a change of SOP, the change SOP. A standardized process will help manage changes consistently from start to finish, with steps like logging requests, risk assessments, scheduling, and post-implementation review. 3. Categorizing changes. Treating emergency changes differently from standard changes ensures each change gets the right level of attention. Number 4. Improve communication, which is like notifying users ahead of time to help maintain transparency and trust. So the benefits of these recommendations are it will reduce service disruptions, better risk control, faster recovery from issues, and improve customer satisfaction. Next, we will look into Service Asset and Configuration Management, which is SSCM. SSCM is responsible for tracking all IT assets and configuration items from software and hardware to system relationships. Unfortunately, Fiction Finance lacks a centralized configuration management database, CMDB. This means their IT team can't quickly identify what assets are active, what versions they're running, or who owns them. On top of that, they don't have a formal asset lifecycle process. So outdated hardware or expired license may go unnoticed, which leads to compliance issue and unnecessary costs. SSCM is also disconnected from other ITSM processes, making it harder to support change, incident, or problem management. Finally, there is no routine audit or data verification. which means the data they do have may be outdated or inaccurate. The impact of these issues are longer services outages during incidents, slower root cause analysis, compliance risks, and operational inefficiencies. So without accurate data, the IT teams are basically flying blind. And so we recommend that first, implementing a CMDB. This creates a single source of truth for all assets and configurations. It helps IT teams make faster, more informed decisions during incidents or changes. Number two, establishing an asset lifecycle process. From procurement to disposal, each asset is tracked and updated in real time. Number three, integrating SSCM with other ITSM functions. This allows better coordination across departments, especially during problem solving or implementing changes. Number four, conducting regular audits. This is to ensure accuracy of data and strengthens compliance. So the benefits of these recommendations would be faster response times, improve system reliability, reduce risk of downtime, and a much more efficient IT operation overall.
Hi, I'm Ellie Chua from Group 2. Now I will be talking about Service Validation and Testing, SVT. SVT is a critical process in IT service management. It ensures that new or updated service meets performance standards and quality expectations before they go live. Recently, Fiction Finance rolled out an update to its online banking mobile application. The update introduced a refreshed user interface and a new AI-based financial planning assistant. However, after the release, major disruption occurred. Users reported missing transaction history and the app frequently crashed during transactions. After a detailed investigation, it was discovered that the update was not properly tested under real-life conditions. This highlights the importance of robust serving testing. The first solution is to conduct user acceptance testing, UAT. UAT is vital before launching any new system or major update. It helps verify that the system meets users' expectations. More importantly, it helps identify bugs and risks before the public experiments them. Next, we recommend adopting a rollback strategy. This acts as a safety net if something goes wrong after deployment. If a new release causes disruptions, a rollback strategy allows the system to revert to its previous stable states quickly. Automating this process makes it even more efficient and reduce downtime. The final solution is to implement an automated test management tool, for example, TestRail. These kind of tools help testers track test results and in an organized way. It supports better visibility, audit trails, and continuous improvement. Most importantly, it helps ensures that testing is not skipped or crushed. Next, release and deployment management. Release and deployment management ensures structure and standardized procedures are followed when introducing new or updated service. It supports smooth transition and system stability through careful planning and traceability. In Fiction Finance, a major outage occurred after upgrading their online banking platform. Poorly structured deployment planning and insufficient testing, leading to errors, system downtime, and negative user experience. To prevent this in future release, we propose three key solutions. First, standardized release planning. This creates a consistent framework for managing release schedule, minimizing confusion and disputes. It includes clear planning windows, risk assessment, and blackout period to ensure project clarity. Second, apply release coordination. This ensures the effectiveness of coordination across team supports planning, tracking, and execution. It improves collaboration, manages risk, and ensures timely and accurate delivery. Third, implement phased deployment. A gradual rollout strategy allows Fiction Finance to release updates in smaller sets. This enables real-time feedback from users to provide a smoother transition experience. Together, this practice will help Fiction Finance deliver higher quality system upgrades that reduce disruption to the customer. Change evaluation. Change evaluation is a key IT process that helps organizations assess IT service performance and risk before and after a change is implemented. It ensures that any changes align with business goals and doesn't disrupt existing service. At Fiction Finance, our investigation revealed that a formal change evaluation process was not in place during the rollout of their new online banking system. As a result, the system went live without a proper risk assessment or mitigation strategy, leading to service disruption and a negative user impact. To address this, we recommend two main solutions. First, encourage CAB scheduling collaboration tools. The Change Advisory Board (CAB) plays a vital role in assessing proposed changes. By using collaboration tools, stakeholders can stay updated on project progress, reviewing meeting records, and make informed decisions with full visibility into the change process. Second, contribute pre-deployment change evaluation. This step ensures proposed changes align with business and functional requirements before they go live. It helps identify potential risks early, allowing teams to plan mitigation strategies, and also opens a channel for stakeholder feedbacks, ensuring the final product meets the expectations. Fiction Finance can strengthen their change management process, reduce deployment risk, and deliver more stable and user-friendly system. Last key area in release control and validation is knowledge management. Knowledge management enables the sharing and delivery of accurate information across internal teams with customers. When managed efficiently, it enhances service consistency and speeds up problem resolution. At Fiction Finance, customer complaints pointed to recurring staff mistakes and inconsistent support. Our investigation traced the issue to poor communication and the lack of structured documentation. Staff had no reliable reference to avoid repeating errors or improve their response. To resolve this, we propose Fiction Finance to implement a knowledge management system, KMS. Platforms like SharePoint serve a centralized repository where staff can access updated procedures, troubleshooting guides, and solutions. We also propose Fiction Finance to apply post-implementation reviews, PIR. PIR captures lessons learned from past projects or incidents. Reviewing this history helps refine inefficient methods and apply approach measures in future tasks, fostering continuous improvement. Lastly, promote a knowledge sharing culture. Encouraging team-wide knowledge sharing ensures that new insights and updates are communicated promptly. This boosts collaboration, alignment, and overview service quality. Together, these steps build a stronger knowledge-driven environment at Fiction Finance.
Hi everyone, I would like to share about the operational support and analysis. It is a critical stage in the IL service operations life cycle. It encompasses several core processes, including event management, incident management, problem management, request fulfillment, and asset management. These processes work together to ensure stable, reliable, and efficient delivery of IT services that support business objectives. At Fiction Finance, several OSA-related challenges have been identified that significantly impact the organization's capability to deliver consistent and high-quality IT service. The following section explores the current issue and their implications. Digital finance currently relies on a fragment collections of monitoring tools that operate in isolation, preventing the organizations from obtaining a unified understanding of infrastructure health without automatic event corrections capability, no period informational alerts through the monitoring console, masking critical incidents and delaying time response. This from dependence on manually configured static pre-host future exacerbates alert fatigue, as operational personnel must continuously adjust rules to match shifting work patterns. In the absence of machine learning driving anomaly detections, evolving system behaviors frequently trigger false positive, diverting attentions from genuine service applications. To address two fragmentations, friction finance should deploy a unified event management platform that ingests metrics and statistics tracked into a single console, delivering immediate situational awareness. The platform must support automatic correlations rules, debugging the time-based, pattern-based, and ML-driven techniques to group, relate event, and suppress duplicates, ensuring that only actionable alerts generate notifications. Dynamic pre-hosting and machine learning-based anomaly detections should be enabled to adapt alert critical criteria to historical usage patterns and reduce false. The event should automatically create incidents record in the ITSM system and notify on-call personnel via integrated channels such as pages duty, guaranteeing rapid response. I will continue the incidents management. Incidents ticket frictions finance are still open via email and telephones, leading to inconsistent data capture and frequent misrounding of issues. The lack of a standardized template intake process result in incomplete incidents record, which lengthens diagnosis time and increase the likelihood of manual error. Incidents prioritizations remain misaligned with former SLA definitions, causing high impact outages to receive inadequate attentions and undermining customer expectations. Furthermore, the absence of a centralized knowledge repository forces support engineers to critical solutions to recurring incidents instead of leveraging document workaround. Fiction finance must adopt and integrate ITSM solutions that offers customizable incident templates to enforce consistent data capture of impact, urgency, and unaffected service. Automate workflows within these tools should promote back to the operate resolver groups based on predefined critical eliminating manual handoffs and accelerating assessment integrations or with patch or platforms such as Slack or Microsoft Teams will provide real-time incidents notifications and foster collaborative resolutions, reducing delay costs in new-based communications. All major incidents should trigger a structured root cause analysis process with outcomes published to a shared knowledge base to prevent recurrent and build organizations memory.
Hi everyone, my name is Chia Yun Tong. Today, I will be speaking about some of the key challenges and solutions in our request fulfillment process at Fisher Finance. Currently, users are facing issues when trying to update personal information like address or contact number. These updates are mainly handled through email or phone support, which unfortunately opens the door to inefficiency, data errors, and serious security risks, especially due to the lack of proper identity verification. To address this, we recommend strengthening our security through multi-factor authentication and biometric verification, such as facial recognition or fingerprint scanning. This step will help ensure that the person requesting the change is actually who they say they are. In addition, integrating KYC checks which verify information against trust national database or third-party service can significantly reduce the chance of fraud and incorrect updates. This change not only align with ITIL best practice for request fulfillment, but also bring clear benefits, more accurate data, fewer fraudulent requests, and a stronger sense of trust from our customer. That said, we do acknowledge some potential challenges such as integration complexity, cost, and ensuring privacy compliance when handling biometric data. So, a careful and phased approach will be important. This section focuses on a key area of OSA, problem management. At Fisher Finance, we have noticed a recurring problem, sporadic mobile app outage, particularly under high traffic or right after updates. These outages impact essential features like balance checks and transfers, leading to increased incident volume and eroding user trust. The pattern suggests that we have been trading symptoms, not the root cause. That's where structured problem management comes in. We recommend implementing application performance monitoring tools like New Relic or Dynatrace. These provide real user monitoring and transaction tracking, helping us trace exactly where and why failure occurs from the user's perspective. To prevent deployment-related issues, we also propose canary and blue-green deployment strategies, allowing us to roll out updates to a limited audience first. This way, we can catch problems early. Automate regression testing adds another layer of prevention. Finally, optimizing back-end system, faster database queries, improved load balancing will ensure better performance under pressure. By focusing on root cause analysis and proactive monitoring, we align with ITIL goal of reducing recurring incidents and improving service reliability.
Next is access management. Access management is vital to ensure that only authorized personnel can access specific systems or data necessary for their job roles. This protects sensitive business information and supports regulatory compliance. At Fiction Finance, recently disruptions were traced and to unauthorized access to back-end systems, particularly during emergency patches and testing. This instruction leads to login failures, delays, and inconsistent between mobile and web platforms, severely impacts user experience and violating compliance policies. To address this, we recommend three key solutions. First, implementing Identity and Access Management (IAM). IAM enforces role-based access and adapts permission as role change. It secures sensitive data, eliminates access-related errors, and ensures authorized personnel can act swiftly during incidents. Second, implement Privilege Assessment Management (PAM). PAM focuses on managing users with elevated access. It provides audit trails, detects misuse, and logs activities for compliance and incident response. This minimizes risk from privilege misuse. Lastly, conduct regular access reviews. Routine access review verify that users only have permission they need. It supports role-based access control (RBAC) and help detect the correct access errors quickly, keeping the teams productive and system secure. Together, these measures build a more secure, efficient, and compliant access framework for fiction finance.
Next, let's talk about the service desk and the challenge fiction finance is facing in this area. Right now, there's a lot of confusion between service requests, like account updates or enabling features, and actual change requests that involve system modification. This lack of clarity is causing delays, miscommunication between teams, and requests often getting lost in the shuffle. That leads to a poor user experience, inconsistent service delivery, and users left in the dark about the status of their requests. To fix this, we propose introducing a structured request process through the service desk. This starts with a centralized ticketing system where every request is logged, tracked, and categorized appropriately. For common, repetitive requests, we can create predefined templates to make handling them faster and more consistent. When it comes to bigger system change, the service desk should be able to trigger formal change requests, complete with approval workflows to ensure better coordination and accountability. By implementing this change, we not only improve speed and visibility, but we also create a more reliable and user-friendly experience for both customer and internal teams.
Hi everyone, I will continue the implementations roadmap. The implementations will begin within 2 weeks kick-off phase dedicated to establishing governance structures, securing stakeholder buy-in, and finalizing the project chapter. In the subsequent 2 weeks, the team will define and document the new event and incident management process. Select and configure the united monitoring and ITSM platforms and prepare comprehensive training materials. The core building and integrations phase, spending week 5 through 12, will focus on deploying and validating the configurations management database, event management engines, CI/CD pilot pipelines, and checkbox notifications. Week 13 through 16 will be reserved for conducting end-to-end drills, rollback reversal, and delivery, hands-on training to all support and operational staff. Finally, During weeks 17 and 18, team will execute the productions over conduct post implementations, review the captures lessons learned, and transitions the systems to steady state operations. Successful delivery requires 6 full-time roles over the 18 weeks period. One project manager to oversee group and developers, one IT archive to design the solutions, two developers, engineers to configure, monitoring, and automations, and two service desk analysts to develop knowledge articles and support trainings. The technical stack will include a ServiceNow CMDB modules for configurations visibility, Splunk or Prometheus for event management, and Slack of Microsoft Teams for ChatOps integrations. The estimate budget is USD 19,000 compressed of approximately USD 15,000. For software license, USD 13,000. For professional service and integrations, and USD 10,000 for end users training workshops. To measure progress and drive continuous improvement, the change successful rate will be tracked with a target of at least 35% successful deployment without rollback. The mean times to recovery metrics will monitor the median time from incident detections to full service restorations, aiming for 2 hours or less. The first response time KPI will measure the percentage of incidents acknowledged within 30 minutes, targeting 19% or higher. Service availability for critical applications will be reported monthly with a goal of 99.9% uptimes. Knowledge-based utilizations will track the proportions of incidents resolved via document code, aiming to assist 20% within 6 months. Finally, the repeat incidence rate will measure the percentage of incidents reopened after closure, with a threshold of 5% or less. We are going to the conclusions. After studying the service management system and fictions finance, we realized there are quite a few areas where things are not working as well as they should. A lot of issue came from unclear process, like handling incidents by email or not having proper tools to track system error. These things might seem small at first, but over time, they cause delay, confusions, and even customer complaints. Throughout this project, we learned how to using a framework like ITIL can actually make a big difference. It even structures and helps avoid guesswork. Our suggestions, like adding a proper change control system, using better monitoring software and organizing service requests through a central platform are all aimed at reduce the stress on a IT team and given user a smoother experience. Of course, change timing takes time. That's why we also came up with a clear plan that can be done step by step. If the company follows through and tracks progress along the way, things can slowly improve. In the long run, this will not just help the IT departments, but also build trust with the customer again. To sum up, improving IT service is not about doing everything perfectly from day one, but about knowing where the problems are and being ready to fix them in a realistic and practical way. This project helped us see that clearly, and we hope the ideas here can be useful if applied with commitment. Thank you.